So let's explore where we can find three-dimensional assessments. That way we can see if there are any created that we can use within our classrooms, or we can just get an idea that we can borrow from, because it's always helpful to have a template, especially when we are trying to change our assessments and how we've done things in the past. So the first place that I want to invite you to explore is the Wonder of Science. And when you get here, you can see that assessments is on that homepage. So I'm going to click on that. And there are a ton of resources created for every grade level or grade band. So this time I'm going to click on grade 4. And although these are not all of the standards that grade 4 would teach, there are some examples, and it might be all of the standards actually, but there are examples for many of these standards. So I'm going to click on for Physical Science 3.3, and I'm going to click on that one and see what they have. So their performance assessments, those are their rubrics that they're going to use. So I'm going to scroll past that, and I see the Wonder of Science assessments and also shared assessments from other teachers. I'm going to select this one and take a look at it. And it looks like there's a classic Newton's Cradle on here. Oh, and it's even titled Newton's Cradle. Okay, they always have their performance assessment up here at the top. But right here is where the test will start. So the students have some text, they have a picture, and then they have a video. To understand this phenomenon, you will be asking questions about energy, write as many as you can. So they're going to look at this picture and write as many energy questions as they can. Same for this one, same for this one. Then under number 2, they have to imagine you are given access to the Newton's Cradle, so they would read that. And then down here, you just have your assessment rubric that you can use. So there are a ton on there that you could use for your students, but also there are some on the Next Generation Science website. If you go to nextgenscience.org, put your mouse over top of instruction and assessment. If you go down to assessment resources, you can see task annotation project in science. That one, they have task by grade bands. So they just start with grade 3, but I'm going to click on high school this time. And if I click on that, I have some examples here. So let's just pretend I want to pick this one. And I can download it. And now I have a test that I can give my students with tons of stimuli and other things on there. And there are quite a few to select. There's also some on the Next Generation website that are part of units. So if you go back to nextgenscience.org, instruction and assessment, quality NGSS units, you can see a filter over here to the side where you can select grade, and you can select the type if you want it just to be one lesson or a whole unit. You can select the domain and any of these other criteria. And then when you select apply, it's going to give you either lessons or entire units. If you are reading and you're like, I like this unit, it sounds like something I would like, you can download the material, and inside of here it will have reading resources. It will have tons of things for you to find and use with your students, including assessments. Not all of them will have assessments though, but they will all have resources. I'm going to link those under this video, and in a little bit you'll see more resources that you can find assessments on, but those are my 2 very favorites.